Hi everyone, I'm Nathan Litter from Coal Harbour Law. We are a full-service law firm that helps clients with litigation matters as well as solicitor and corporate commercial matters. But a really special part of my practice is helping clients with wills and estates, and more specifically helping them preserve their wealth. That's why I'm very happy today to be sharing a table with Laurent Mounier from Safe Pacific.
All right, thanks a lot, Nathan. My name is Laurent Mounier from Safe Pacific Financial, and we are an insurance brokerage that operates here in Vancouver. We operate in BC, Alberta, and Ontario. And who we really work with, that's very similar to what Coal Harbour really works with, is business owners and high-income professionals that have families. And then why would we do that? Is because your will, your estate, your insurance, all of these kind of things go hand in hand, and they're really important that they work together and they work together as a team. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So Nathan, for the business owners out there, a big thing that comes up all the time is incorporate. So what is incorporating a company? What does it take? How do you do it? Could you share it to the audience?
Absolutely. Incorporating a company is creating a new legal entity, a standalone legal entity, and that's important to understand. It can really help the business owner avoid and shield some of their personal liability. As far as the process, we'll meet with the clients and try to understand what their goals are now, but what their goals are in the future. That'll help us do the share structure and decide whether it's going to be a provincially incorporated company or a federally incorporated company. Those are all relevant considerations and things that our office helps a lot of clients with.
So Nathan, when somebody wants to incorporate their company, it takes a little bit more work up front, and it takes a little bit more work on an annual basis as you've got to maintain some things. Can you just maybe share what are some things you have to do right now, and what are some things you have to do every year?
Yeah, one of the things you'll have to do right away is put together what's called a minute book. And a minute book keeps all the corporation's important documents, so your articles of incorporation, your meeting minutes, directors' resolutions, things of those nature go in the book, and it has to be located somewhere that's accessible to the public 9 to 5, which is why our office does a lot of registered records work for clients, where we keep the actual minute book with our office. On an annual basis, after incorporation, 18 months after, you have to do at least your first annual general meeting, and then you may have additional meetings depending on what type of work your company is doing. So all of that maintenance our office does as well, and we assist clients with keeping the minute book up to date. So Laurent, from a financial planning perspective, how are corporations helpful to clients?
Actually, being incorporated is super helpful from a financial planning perspective for a few reasons. One, being incorporated, you actually get to control how much you pay yourself. So if your company is making more money than you need to live your life, you don't have to pay that whole amount out and be taxed on the entire amount. So that's a big advantage. Another big advantage is that you're taxed at your corporate rate, which can be usually lower than your personal income tax rate. So here in BC, a lot of small businesses will be taxed at 12%, whereas if they were taking that money out personally and having income tax on that, it would be anywhere from 25, 30, 40% tax. So it's a significant savings to be incorporated.
Laurent, I've heard the term capital dividend account. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you can tell me more.
Yeah, capital dividend account is something very important for business owners to understand. And what it is it's a notional account. So it's an account that is created when that business owner passes away, and it allows funds and assets to flow to their beneficiaries in a tax-free way. So why that's important for somebody like us is because life insurance creates a capital dividend account and allows you can have a tremendous amount of assets flow from your holding company or your company to your beneficiaries in a tax-free way.
Laurent, I'm hearing from lots of clients that they're actually investing in their life insurance. How does that work? Can you tell me more about it?
Actually, that's a really good question. This is something that you're going to hear more and more about right now. Business owners can hold insurance inside their companies. And then the type of insurance that they can hold, you can actually put a tremendous amount of cash inside those companies, inside the insurance policy. And what we're doing is you're usually taking the business owner's retained earnings, so this is the profit that they have at the end of the year, and able to wrap that up inside the insurance. And some of the benefits of that is A, that insurance is growing because it's earning a dividend from the insurance company every year. But B, because it's such a secure asset, you're able to actually use that as collateral with a bank, and the bank will give you a loan against your insurance, which is really good for business owners because they can use that money to invest back in their business. They can use that money to invest in other businesses or to invest for themselves. Here in Vancouver, a lot of people invest in real estate, so you can use that money for that. So that's really the big advantage, is that A, you can invest in it, but then B, because it's so secure, that you can actually leverage it.
Laurent, a lot of our clients are business owners who've got really unique wants and needs. Are there any types of services your team provides that can give them some sort of protection?
Really important for business owners is to make sure that they are able to go to work because the business is very reliant on them. So one thing you want to look at right away is what's called key person insurance. You might also hear KEYMAN insurance. So what that does is it pays a lump sum if something happens to that person, so that the business can continue to pay some bills, or that they could buy out shares from another partner. That's really important. Another thing that you want to look at is what's called overhead expense insurance. So this is if that key person, again, something gets sick or injured and can't work, at least this would provide a monthly benefit to keep the lights on and to pay for the business to continue to operate while they're not able to be there. So those are two things that you want to look at. Key person insurance and overhead expense, really important to put on the business owner and anybody that's really important for the company.
I really want to thank everyone out there who was watching and listening to Laurent and I. Extra big thank you to Laurent and the whole team at State Pacific Financial for sharing your expertise. And I'm really looking forward to doing more of these with you so we can engage more with everyone out there.
Nice. And to make sure that these videos do get engaged with more, please like, comment, share, subscribe, follow, all of those things that the algorithm wants you to do. Do what the robot says.